Hey, welcome to a brand new edition to The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com and Bitdefender's small business ambassador. We have an amazing show for you today. So listen up, sit up, and get ready to go. I am doing well. Yesterday, my eye had a little bit of something. I don't know what's wrong with it. It didn't itch, didn't hurt or anything, but something was wrong with it. Today, I'm much better visually, but I was fine yesterday health-wise, and I'm fine today. I hope you're doing blessed and well. We have an amazing show for you today. One, don't sleep on AI. Some things that I experienced just today, leveraging the power of AI. I want to bring that to you today to remind you of it. AWS, as you may know, Amazon Web Services, I believe that's what it is. AWS was out yesterday, and I still think it's still having some issues. What did we learn from that? Questions before the questions. Seth Godin talks about questions before the questions before the questions, and then the rich, they're uber rich billionaires and hundreds of millionaires, and they still complain. Some of them do. So welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. We have a great show in store for you today. I am the musical web. Thank you so much. Glad to have you here. Can't wait to see your reply, and would love to have you here, Ayanna, as it makes sense for you, depending on the timing and where you are in the world. But you show up so faithfully, and I was like, you know what? Maybe Ayanna could be a good host for The Rundown with Ramon every now and then. So welcome, Ayanna, and those who will join, those who are listening on demand to The Rundown with Ramon, we got an amazing segment for you today. And listen before we begin. When you go home at night, you lock the doors of your house. Click, click. When you get out of your car, you lock your car door. Beep, beep. Do you make sure your business is secure? Is your small business, big business for that matter too, secure as can be? I hope it is. If not, even if it is, you want to check out our offering from Bitdefender, bitdefender.com/Ramon. Check it out and check out this 39-second message from our friends at Bitdefender.
It starts with something small. An email, a phone call, a fake invoice. It looks real. It sounds urgent. One wrong move, and your business pays the price. Small businesses are easy targets for cyber criminals. With Bitdefender, they lose every time. Enjoy unstoppable security and real peace of mind so you can fight for success, not against cyber threats. Real-time protection, zero stress. Get Bitdefender today.
All right. Welcome back. Let's move on with today's episode of The Rundown with Ramon. Tip number one, ding, 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 ding. Don't sleep on AI, ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Zoho AI, whatever platform you're going to use, Perplexity, at the basics of basics level, of course. Today, I received a PDF from my friend Paulina Lopez. She's doing an amazing event, Business of a We. Check out Paulina's event, Business of Women Entrepreneurs in New York City, next week on Monday. She sent me a PDF of the agenda, but I was like, you know what? I'd love to take this agenda and have it as a plain text in my calendar. And if you know Paulina Lopez, tag her and let her know Ramon's talking about her. Said I'd love to have this as a plain text agenda just in my regular phone calendar, no PDF. I put that thing up to ChatGPT, one sentence, take this PDF and turn it into plain text document. It did within seconds, and I got it. Didn't have to go to Adobe, didn't have to go anywhere else. ChatGPT did it. So if you're not leveraging ChatGPT, forget the big things that we can do. If you're not leveraging ChatGPT just for the basics of basic things, you are missing out, which is why I say don't sleep on AI. It is a game changer for small things and even big things. I'm planning an event in Anaheim next year, April, and I thought, the hotel said, how much square footage do I need? I don't know how much square footage I need. I don't know. I don't have context of square footage. But I said, for 100 people at round banquet tables with 6 people each, what kind of square footage do I need? ChatGPT told me probably around, I think it said about 2,000 or something like that, 1,200, something like that. It gave me context. I didn't know if I needed 5,000 square foot or 10,000 square foot or whatever. I didn't have the context of what that looks like in a hotel ballroom, but AI knows. So if you are not leveraging AI for your business, you're not leveraging AI for all the things that you could be leveraging it for, you are for sure missing out. I'm going to adjust my camera here a bit. There we go. Did that adjust anything? I don't know if it did. I'm trying to adjust it. Shouldn't do these things live, but it's annoying me how the camera angle is there. So don't sleep on ChatGPT. Don't sleep on AI. Don't sleep on Copilot. Don't sleep on Gemini. Don't sleep on any of these tools. Yes, you can do the advanced things like video, create movies, and all kind of cool things people are doing. But even for the simple things, man, what a utility knife it is for us that we don't have to go to this tool, that tool, this tool, that tool, the other tool. We can just use the power of AI for even the most simple things to help us live better lives and or help increase our productivity day to day. So welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, helping you live your best life or start or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. Amazon AWS was out for the last day or two. It may still be going through some hiccups, and it brought down dozens and dozens and dozens, possibly hundreds of sites and platforms and applications that we all leverage and use. What was the lesson learned? One, there's no need to really panic totally, unless like you're using it for a rapid fire financial tool and you have to refund customers or something like that, which I'm sure that's a possibility, and or using it for something medical. You may need something more a backup redundancy for that. You don't want Amazon to go down and then you to die if the application you're using is for that. But what this shows you is that, hey, these things are just like when you get a power outage in your neighborhood, which happens once in a blue moon. Somebody crashes into the fire hydrant and the road shut down, which happens once in a blue moon. These things do happen. And one, you just have to deal with it. Don't panic. Most of the time, these are billion-dollar, trillion-dollar valuation companies. Amazon, Google, and more are big companies. They want this thing restored and back to health just as bad or more than you do. They're going to get it back within a day or two or hours. Sometimes you don't even know it's down. Number three, it shows you have redundancy. Let's say that your website and web services and all the tools went away. Kaboom, just went gone. Do you at least have it backed up on your cell phone? Do you have your contacts? Do you have it that you could manually dial 100 customers, 10 customers, 1,000 customers if needed? Could you email them? Could you go back to, dare I say it, faxing them? Some way that you could still back up and be in touch with your customers, with your customer base. This is what this outage showed us. Technology is going to go down, and there's no need that we have to panic about it. No need, especially if you're prepared. What are the alternatives you're going to do? What are the ways you're going to do? Now, if your business is built on one platform, your business is built with one stream, as most of ours are, that's going to be a challenge for you. That's going to be a problem. But if you build in redundancies such as email, such as your website, have the domain one place, have hosting in another place, that's number two or two and a half. And that's pretty much your digital ecosystem. Your e-commerce, if your e-commerce provider goes down, this is where you may be in trouble. It's hard to have a backup for e-commerce, but then you want to think, who is your e-commerce provider? Is it a big, big, powerful brand like a Shopify or a GoDaddy or a WooCommerce, or brand that's really has some stickiness and substance and maturity? Or is it kind of a startup brand? Not that you don't want to use startups, but as a brand like that. So as you're building your company, you have your crown jewels. Make sure that your crown jewels are in a safe place. No pun intended. I guess I just read about the Louvre, 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 have being attacked and criminals taking the crown jewels from the Louvre in Paris, France. But as I said before, make sure your business is secure. Check out bitdefender.com. But it's not just about that, talking about malware and spam and cyber criminals and all those kind of things and phishing attacks and ransomware. It's not just that. But also the continuity of your business. If this live stream goes down or has an effect, and this is an important part of my business, can I use a backup service like StreamYard? Yeah, I can. I was on StreamYard before I was on Restream, where I'm at now. So the question I have for you is, are you ready when things go down? Are you thinking out what's the worst that could go in my business and what's the best I could do about it? My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate you. We got a lot more to go. Not a lot more, but a few more things to go and touch on the morning show, the Rundown with Ramon. Remember, check out zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. To explore and not miss out on content like this. If you're enjoying hearing the sound of my voice, whether it's through a podcast, whether YouTube, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's through Twitter, whether it's through LinkedIn, we stream and post content on all platforms. Hope you're enjoying it. But if you want the mothership and don't want to miss out on all the juicy stuff, definitely check out zoneofgenius.com and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, Zone of Genius. Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Moving on here. Questions before the questions. Seth Godin talks about this and touches on this. Sets questions before the questions, says Seth Godin. I want to unpack some things that he says. He says, I'm applying to work at Disney. Do you know who can give me a reference? My two partners and I are planning a new company. Can we ask you for feedback on our business plan before we go out to raise a seed round? We're moving to Centerville. Which neighborhood should we consider? Which famous college should I apply for? Seth Godin says, now these are fine questions to ask, but they might be concealing the questions we need to ask first. Seth Godin says, thanks to the hype bubble, plenty of would-be entrepreneurs have decided that a real business needs VC funding. Some of the most fun you can have starting a business is hanging out with your partners pre-business, brainstorming ideas, and the natural next steps seem to be running the project as a team, as partners. Applying the jobs at famous companies feels like a safe thing to do, and moving to a town your friends admire feels like a smart move. Except maybe you shouldn't even have partners. Maybe your business shouldn't be investor backed. Maybe you'd be happier in an apartment in a city or living overseas for a year. Perhaps you should consider a gap year, or find a less famous but more effective university, or spend the time and money to learn a trade instead. Before you start arranging the candles and the cake, it might pay to think about what flavor cake you're going to get, or whether you're going to bake it yourself, or whether there should be a cake at all. Seth Godin says very astutely here, once you fall in love with a cake that has with a future that has a cake in it. I'm going to tell you this again. Seth Godin says, once you fall in love with a future that has a cake in it, you've closed the door to all the other options. So asking the right question, understanding the principle, the bedrock is important. Too much choice can be paralyzing, but too much choice is also a rare moment of freedom, a moment where it might pay to pause for a moment before backing into the obvious next steps. It turns out that just a few minutes spent reconsidering these obvious next steps can change everything for the better. So here's what Seth Godin advises. When presented with these moments of freedom where you have so many choices, don't simply articulate one plan needing improvement. Instead, find the time to create 3 different plans that don't overlap at all. Seth Godin advises, can you refine and improve each one enough that you'd be happy randomly choosing any one of them? And that's the gem. Can you whittle down and pick 3 different plans that if any one plan happened, you'd be happy with? Because by the time you've built out 3 independent plans, it's quite likely you'll have discovered the right path. My name is Ramon Ray, everybody. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today, and I hope you're enjoying the show. We got one more thing to go. Scott Simons, good morning. Glad to have you here in the Rundown with Ramon, Scott. So glad you're here. Hope you are well and blessed, you and your family. Scott, I am doing fantastic, and I am on fire. Love you, Scott Simons, an amazing human, entrepreneur, friend, mentor to so many. So far, we've covered, what have we gone over today? We've covered a few things. One, don't sleep on AI. The simple things can help AI, can help you. AI can help you with. AWS, Amazon Web Services, was out for a minute yesterday and probably the day before. Do you have the backup plans in your business? What happens? We talked just now about that. Seth Godin says questions before the questions. Are you asking even the right question? Don't be so hardened that this future must be like this. Before we wrap up, ding, 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 ding. Interesting article here about the super rich. Talking about billionaires and hundreds of millionaires and the complaining they have. This is a New York Times article talking about how the client was calling from a high-end resort with an update for Olivia, a travel advisor who books trips for the ultra-rich. The hotel was up to the White Lotus standards, the client said, but there was a hitch. The limes in the margaritas, where exactly were they sourced? That's rich people problem. You're at a resort for the ultra wealthy and you're asking, where were the limes in your drink sourced at? This is called first world rich people problems. She says, we work with many billionaires and 100 millionaires, referring to her employer Top Tier Travel. The main word I use is particular. Rich people like very particular things. The client who authorized $100,000 charge to his credit card for his daughter's vacation, provided she agreed not to contact him. Another client demanded a last-minute doctor's consult before boarding a private jet. Listen, I thought this was a fun little episode talking about the problems of the ultra-rich. I am blessed. I am not ultra wealthy, but on the way there, possibly by God's grace. And I hope always when I become ultra wealthy, that I'm never one who's in the complaining box too much. What about you? Whether you're ultra rich or you're not, LaShawn, Scott, Iana, do you find yourself complaining a bit too much. Thank you, LaShawn. Good morning. That's awesome advice. What a beautiful, blessed day. Sometimes I do. I open the refrigerator from time to time like, oh, why is it empty? Because I didn't go shopping and I'm blessed that I have the money to go shopping on demand. Or, oh, the refrigerator's too packed with stuff. Shame on me when there's people who are scrambling for food. I'm complaining the refrigerator is too packed. Or, oh, my bougie Cafe Bustelo and Dunkin' Donuts creamer, why is it out? Or I don't like this brand or that brand. Sometimes we can complain too much. Everybody, it's a brand new day. My name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Hope this episode, this edition was beautiful for you today as I morph and evolve and move. Thanks for being a listener. I appreciate you so much because if you weren't here, it wouldn't be the same. Providing you inspiration, education every single day, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. And when I'm not here, that usually means I'm traveling or the rare time I'm not feeling so well. Spread the word. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the shares. The show is growing. We have a live show. And then when I look across Twitter, look across LinkedIn, look across Facebook, look across other channels, and those watching it on demand, watching our clips, more and more people are seeing the show. In fact, I was talking to an executive yesterday at a huge financial services company. I'll just tell you, a Fiserv, who the makers of Clover and more. He said, Ramon, I watch you. I see you. Thank you for what you're doing. Didn't even know he saw me. Didn't even know he was watching. So, hey, you never know who's watching you. So make sure when you show up to make your mama proud. Again, this episode brought to you by Bitdefender, asking you to make sure that your business is secure. You go home at night, you lock your doors, click, click. You leave your car, you lock your car, boop, boop. Is your business secure? Check out bitdefender.com. Do it right now, in fact. Check out bitdefender.com/Ramon and see what kind of solutions we can offer for your business. And Karen Isaacs, aging icon, I will for sure have a great day indeed. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for being here. LaShawn's chiming in. Love it, LaShawn. Yes, at times I do complain. I'm working on myself to do that less. Don't sweat the small stuff. Amen, amen, and amen. Be blessed. Thanks for showing up. Have an amazing day, everybody. And I'll see you back here tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. If you're listening to the sound of my voice on the podcast, put a comment in the podcast stream as well. Let me know so I can know you're there. Appreciate you. Bye-bye. Take care.